Ama single parents akuphi ama single parents akuphi ama single parents akuphi ama single parents angaphi akuphi ama single parents akuphi I'm a single moms and single dads lingaphi single parents murukuphi likuphi single moms single dads where are you where art thou likuphi This is what's up, guys? It's big salsa. Come on, let's cook salsa. Single parents, single moms, single dads, aspiring single parents. You know, like it's not working. You're tired of sleeping on the couch. Or ones when you took and it's like, oh damn, I wish I had stayed like KC. Aspiring single parents, single moms, single dads. What's up? I just realized that I've got so many groups on Facebook and I hardly make lives on those groups. So what I'm going to do now is, from now on, if you're a single mother, if you're a single father, I'm going to be doing lives specific to those groups, in those groups. So if you want to tune into those lives, you have to be part of that group. Guess what, guys? I'm making dinner. I'm making sadza tonight. So I thought I would chat to single parents whilst I'm doing this. Because we can't just be talking about some sweet nothings. There is no migoti in New Zealand, guys. So this is what we use for cooking sadza. Can you believe it? I'll show you. This is what I use for cooking sadza here. Because we don't have migotis. So, where is it? Here's the sadza. You see? I'm actually making sadza right now. So I just want to chat to some single parents here. If you're not a single parent and you're aspiring to be one and you wish you were one, or maybe you were gonna be one and then your babe actually went to like, you know, like those the ones who did my abortions, right? And now you wish you had actually gone ahead with the pregnancy. You guys, you know what I mean? Like I don't mean to guilt you, but I'm just saying, if you take your undies off and then obviously the end result is a baby. So why do people talk about this abortion crap and all that? Anyway, that's not the reason I came. I just came to cook sadza with you guys. Single parents, how are you doing? I actually tuned into the group and I saw some interesting comments in the single parents group. So I thought I would read those out and people, hopefully people can understand how hard it is to be a single parent. It's not easy. Like seriously, it's not easy. You know, like I was just looking at my day to day, how I had to get up very early to go to work. And Denzel, oh hi, how are you? I'm the first. And I know how to cook sadza. Oh man, let me show you. It's not big sadza. Can I buy bigger sadza? You know, just not sure how. Yeah. So just how are you balancing things? You know, like it's not easy to balance things. So I actually thought, why not do a live video and just chat to some single parents? I'll just go into the group right now and read some of the comments. You know, you guys, like when you see a single parent from now on, Morton's Road City, not everyone is thick-skinned like KC. Peace, so why? Hi, I'll just go to the group right now. So we've got a single parents group on the advocate page, and that's one of our trending groups, and I just love you so much, all the single parents who are joining in now. That's amazing. Where is the group? Come on. Hey, my group, there we go. So the single parents group is actually a 4 of me and my kids. Hey, Right. Okay. So I'll just get into the group right now and share the link with you guys whilst I'm here, and then I'll start talking. But it's really, really sad, like the things that you read from that group. And go easy on the single parent, you know. And New Zealand, yes, we cook sadza here. Oh my God, sadza oops. Yes, we cook sadza, but atinam got, so we use ribako kubika sadza. There's a South African shop here, and they actually sell for morning. Again, they sell mini meal in the supermarkets as well. Okay, where are we? Where is the live? Okay, I'll just share that link of for the single parents. And I'm not saying everybody needs to be single. We've got people who are not single parents in that group who are giving us like some really great advices in that group, which is amazing. As long as you won't come to judge us, you're welcome. But it's a group where we kind of like, I'll just share the link down there. It's a group where we actually just come together, not to say to lick each other's wounds, but to try and pin this comment. That's the group right there. We just try and strengthen one another, encourage one another, and say, Nini, how am I doing it? And this is how I do it, guys. So when I got up this morning, I thought, damn, there's things that I have to do every day. I have to run. So I think you need to come up with one thing that you know you can do without needing your kids. You can try and just, try and do something with your kids. I remember when my son was little, and all we could do was go to the park. Whilst we were at the park, I tried to do my runs somewhere where I'll be watching them. Or whatever. Or you push them in a stroller, and just run or walk with them. There's always a way around it, but you need to look after your mental health, because otherwise you're not paying. What's up? You see, there's one here. Another product of my ovary. Add me to the group, Katie. Yeah, you see there's a link right there. So if you click that link, it actually... No, Tanaka, you can't do that. You need to wash your hands. You see, guys, do you see what happens? You're cooking and... Can you cut some onions here? Please. Once in New Zealand, if you don't say please, you're being rude. Yeah, so I've just shared the link right there. It's actually 7:04 over here. So yeah, so for me, I have to run. Can you cut the onions, please? You need to help. Okay. And then look, you're making dinner, and then the other one is kind of like whinging at you. You just came from... I just did 15 kilometers right now. So I know the things that keep me sane. I know the things that make keep me together. So you need to find your one thing. Can you find the charger for the for the thing in the lounge for that whatever SP thingy?
Where's the controller?
Just find the charger, Tanaka. So find the one thing. Can you not disturb me? Can you just go on making dinner right now?
I'm hungry.
I'll sell you on Trade Me. Anybody wants a baby boy? There, you can have him free. I won't charge you for him. You can have him. All right. So. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit... OCD, so when I'm cooking sadza and ndinosuka chivharo changu, I don't like to put it back dirty. Saka pane nyaya. Alright, so anyway, I was saying that you have to find the one thing that keep you together. For me, running is the thing. Running or walking, of which walking, I'm not really a fan of walking. It's too slow for me. So running is my thing, where I kind of like when I'm running, when I'm walking, I start planning things. If I was upset about something, I go for a run and I'm fine. I'm good to go. So you don't have to be a runner. Maybe it could be walking, it could be dancing. Last night you saw me, guys, I did 10 kilometers just dancing. And I know people thought, oh, is she crazy? Yeah, I am crazy, but it's a good crazy. You know, you gotta find your own craziness that kind of like keep you together, that keep you in line, keep you like emotionally, mentally, and well, physically. It's just becoming a benefit. Believe me, I'm trying to work on a six-pack right now, and it's not happening. It's not happening. But you have to find that one thing that keep you together. Single parents, this live video is specifically for the single parent. I just want to chat to the singles. If you're not single and you just want to give us a few ideas, and you were single before, but then you became I don't want to say lucky, because we are actually lucky to be single. It's actually a blessing to be single. And just as time goes on, I think once you embrace that status, you start realizing that it's actually a blessing. So you are actually better off finding something else that keep you going. Because so people are married, but they are just as good as KC. You know, akagumbatira pilo. So I'm not trying to be mean to you guys, the ones who are married, but sometimes we have to ask ourselves, like, when we are undermining the people very single, are we really happy? I'm happy, and I think I had a little taste of unhappiness last year when I nearly got myself involved into something that I wasn't really ready for. And now I'm starting to realize that I'm better off just having fun. Not to say we have visa marriage out of the cards. Nah, if it happens, it will happen, but it has to be with the right person. So our main focus is to try and be well, look after ourselves, single parents. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta look after ourselves. Look after you, so that you'll be able to look after your kids, so that you'll be able to look after other people. But the funny thing is, we want to try and look after other people when we haven't even been able to look after ourselves. So how do you look after yourself? For me, I run, as you all know. Running is my thing. I'm actually addicted to running. If I don't run, I feel like something is missing in my life. I feel like there's a dose of like an antidepressant and anti-anxiety drug that I haven't taken, and I need to take it. It's actually a good drug, because you get to see nature, you get to say hello to strangers, you just get to breathe some fresh air out there, you know. And it's good for your mental state, it's good for your emotional state, you know. Especially us women, like, we are like so emotional, we connect with people emotionally, especially, you know, like, so you need to look after you. And there's also the spiritual benefits. For me, when I'm running, sometimes I just love to run by myself. I actually use it as a time to meditate, to pray, and to just have that those deep conversations with the Father. And I know I do a lot of silly things, like right now in Chingo Peds, I'm actually going to take this off and I'm going to be dancing for you for like 5 minutes, because I'm actually working tonight. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to dance for you again tonight. Today I'm going to put some music, I promise. So do things that don't worry about what people think. Don't even worry about what people think when you're doing things that you love to do. You know, like, I don't have to report to anybody that I'm jumping on couches. I don't have to report to anybody that I'm cooking dinner late. So it's all up to you. You gotta be organized as well. But all right, if I wake up in the morning, what's the first thing I'm gonna do? This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us all rejoice and be glad in it. That's my first affirmation. When I wake up, I just glorify God and just thanking Him, to say, Lord, I just want to thank you that I'm alive today. And I sneak into my two kids' rooms. Like, I check the boy first, because he's the one with a little bit of funny conditions. Oh, he's alive. Thank you, Lord, for my son is alive. I just check, is he breathing? Yeah. Check all the vital, whatever, observations. He's alive. He's breathing. Next. The sister locks herself in her room, so I literally have to bang on her door, check if she's breathing. Oh yeah, thank you, Jesus. My kids are breathing. Okay, that's it. My normal day is I actually go for a run before anything else, but because of the live videos that we host on the page, that has been disrupted. And I've been thinking, like, damn, I really miss my morning runs, because normally I take about 25 minutes, but because it's winter in New Zealand, it's already dark. I mean, it will still be dark like around 5:30. That's when, like, normal, I normally run around that time. But because it's winter, I have to wait until like 6:30, 6:45, and it's too late, because I'll be stuck on live videos with people here. And that's something I'm trying to work out on. Like, I'm missing on my morning runs, because that's like my morning prayer, that's my morning meditation, that's my morning planner. And now I'm missing out because I'll be stuck on Facebook with Zimbos. I'm sacrificing my run for you guys, yet you insult me here. But anyway, So to the single parents, find your one thing that keep you together. Is it dancing? Is it running? Is it cooking? Manje no konzeresa. I'm not a fan of cooking, but because we're taking turns with my kids now, my son loves to cook. I'll actually do a live video of him when he's cooking one of the days. I think I'm gonna make him cook on Saturday when his kids show. My daughter, she does food tech. She loves to cook, so we kind of like give each other turns now. To say my son cooks once a week, my daughter cooks maybe 3-4 times, and sometimes I cook once a week, and then I sneak out and get takeaways. Don't tell them, but that's what I do. And then the cleaning, single parents, don't spoil your kids. If I have to show you right now, I just came from my run and this is what I found. My son already cleaned the lounge, as you can see. I just found the vacuum cleaner, and of course he left the dustpan there. But I came home and I found he had done that. I wasn't even here because last night he's the one who was playing. And why I'm telling you this is because when he was doing that, I actually thought about it and I was like, I need to tell some parents here to say that if you train your kids to say, let's do something together, it will actually, it will make your life so much easier to say that you don't have to do all the chores by yourself. So it doesn't matter that they don't do it properly. The fact that you are actually showing them how to do some of these things with time, they will start getting better. They'll start getting better at it, so much that it's actually helping me. Those things that I told them, some of the tasks that I used to do alone as a mother, my daughter is doing them now. My son is doing them by himself. What am I talking about? Cleaning. Do you know that my son started vacuuming the house when he was like maybe as young as like 5 years old? He was playing with the vacuum cleaner because he liked the sound of the vacuum cleaner. And I would just let him go ahead and do it. And then you'd realize, oh my goodness, he's literally vacuumed the whole room. And he just kind of like loved it. And so we just let him do it. So it didn't matter that he didn't do it properly, but you just thank him to say, hey baby, you did such a good job. And because of those things that we started as if we were just joking and playing a game, now he is such a good, I don't want to call him a cleaner. He does a good job at cleaning. He will do the dishes, and I will tell you, he did these dishes because I don't do dishwashing. He did these dishes, he did the lounge, and he vacuumed this side as well. But it wasn't perfect when he started doing those things. But because mom would come and say, wow, thank you, you did a good job, well done, darling, that's such a good... And then the moment he disappears and goes to his room, I come and perfect everything, and just start doing things. That actually started when my kids were very little. When my kids are as young, in case I do another one, as young as 3 years old, I started playing a game with them for, make your bed. Come on, make your bed, let's see if you can do it. And then I'll go and make my own bed, and he or she will make her own bed, and will kind of like more like it's a competition. Let's see who's gonna make their bed faster. He's only 3. I'm talking a 3-year-old. So he makes his bed, and you can see one sheet is like upside down, and you just come in and go like, well done baby, well done. And then you take him to kindy. When he's at kindy, I'm talking kindergarten, daycare, I stay at home and then I kind of like perfect everything to my standard. But you don't perfect it in front of them. You kind of like just say, thank you so much, you've done a good job, let them go. And then you can remain and tidy up things for them, without them looking. And believe me, that has saved my life. So for those who always ask, Casey, where do you get the time to run? Where do you get the time to work? Where do you get the time to do all the things, the crazy things that I do now? Listen, because I trained my kids. I've been a single mother all my life and I love it. All these are the times I have to speak in English because I know I've got a few friends who speak in Ndebele here. All these are the times where you kind of like try to find, service, Amastonian and all that stuff. You know what, guys? It's kind of like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? So now I just go and spend all my adrenaline on running and be like, okay, I do love boys, but hey, I'm okay. I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. I think I'll stick to running for now because hey, I have a room. So what am I talking about? You've got little kids. You think you are doing a good job by doing everything for your kids. you're not helping them. Do you know that I travel with work a lot? But one thing I'm thankful for is that whoever looks after my kids, they know that my kids are independent. My kids are independent. And even like in terms of like I let them bath themselves when they were really little. And then, of course, I'll let him bath himself in the morning. And then at night, I have to do that thorough one. You know, the one where you question the kid like, you know, we have to go between the toes and the fingers and everything. But there are times where you just have to let them play with the water and just let them play with the soap, play with the toothpaste, let them finish a whole tube of toothpaste, play with the lotion. It doesn't matter. I've got photos of my kids smearing lotion everywhere. And you shouldn't. I used to be so OCD, but because of kids, I actually ended up just letting kids be kids. Then the moment they disappear, that's when I actually come back and be like, nah, I need to. All right. Do you see this, guys? I grew up at a boarding school. We've got can openers here, but I always prefer to use a knife. I grew up at a boarding school. Who does this in the diaspora? I couldn't find a can opener, so there we go. Done. So, Bamfana, do you see me? I am cooking dinner. So what it means is I'm the full package. I'm actually selling myself here too. So single parents, please don't feel like you have to kind of like do it alone. Start by doing it with your kids. And once you have trained your kid, can you put this back in the cupboard, please? Now, Tanaka, quick. Come on. Yeah. You see, you have to change your tone because sometimes you have to change your tone like, hey, now, very fast. Yeah, I'm that kind of mama. But what was I saying? So if you train your kids the way you train them, and you're gonna thank me later or thank yourself later, if you've trained them really well, believe me, you won't worry about Kuti. If I leave my kids with the next door neighbor, of which I don't do that kind of nonsense. If I leave my kids with anybody, I know that they will be fine because they are quite independent and I've trained them well in such and such areas. And if anything has to happen to me, you know, what's going to happen to my kids? You know that, oh, well, they are self-catering, like they will look after themselves somehow. Yeah, they will need like an adult around, but most of the things they'll be fine, right? And also, because I'm quite an outgoing, I have to say we are an outgoing family. We don't like being indoors. COVID, you know, this COVID-19 thing has actually messed with our usual schedules because we like to be out. And because of the COVID-19, we've kind of like been stuck in the house quite a bit. But what I often tell my kids is that if you really want to go out with mama, you have to help me with the chores. And that's why yesterday I did that video where I was just being funny about like how they woke up late. And oh my goodness, this stuff is rotting here. And if they really want to go out and have fun, you want to go shopping with mom, you know what? You're going to do housework, or you're going to help me with housework. So if you help me, then it means I can free up some time to spend with you and do things with you. You want to go out there and do some whatever, rock climbing? Fine. I'm happy to do rock climbing with you. But you have to actually help me with some of the chores so that I can come and do rock climbing with you. So it's that simple. We have to... We have to. I don't have to pay you. I don't have to pay you. Do you hear this one here? You don't even pay us for doing chores. I'm not paying you for doing chores. Do you pay to live in my house?
You don't have to.
Exactly. That's right. You don't.
We need it. We don't have the money.
Exactly.
You don't pay us.
Yeah. So one day when you grow up, you will start paying me to live in my house. Oh my goodness, these kids. So I don't have to pay you for chores. Chores for a house where you live here.
This gift for my birthday? Can I get a present?
No, you are getting me something for my birthday.
Your birthday is just a month after mine.
Yeah, so you do that. So you see these kids, they ask you to pay them for doing chores. I don't know if you're getting that single parents out there. If I ask him to clean the car right now, he charges me $1. You won't believe it. Veggies, these are the veggies that we use in New Zealand, guys. Kale. But anyway, I've got a garden outside. But yeah, so those are my tips, guys, to say that, you know what, single parents, I'll do a proper live specific to the single parents group. This is just to introduce people to saying that I'm gonna be doing live specifically in those groups, not just doing everything on the advocate page. If you're lucky, the other advocates, yeah, I might actually just do a live publicly like this, but the main target will be the single parents who are in the single parents group, and I think there's quite a good bunch in there. Where is my other phone? Yeah. Now listen to this. I think I posted something, and I was just asking single parents. Sorry, I can't do two things at the same time. Tumbo cheka kama veg. All right. What's here? Yes, I am in the UK. They said I need to pay them. Oh, Ruth Moyo, are they asking you to pay as well? In Manja, you asked me to pay you. I'll ask for rent. So I've actually told them both that from now on you're gonna be paying me for living in my house. Because they actually think the money grows on trees, like boys, mom, I just see you swiping and swiping and swiping. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. I just see you swiping and swiping. Mom, can you do this? Go and do that swiping thing that you do all the time. So I don't know. How do you explain to your kids that you actually have to work for that swiping to work? Right. Sadza, vegetables, and burvos in kwakapenga. African. Tafunga kumushana, tafunga dande. Yeah, so guys, you are not alone, you're not alone, you're not alone. And I know that there are times when we feel lonely and we actually wish, like for me here in New Zealand, guys, it's not easy. It's just me and my 2 kids. Like seriously, it's just me and my kids. And it's not easy at all. But don't be afraid to reach out to say I need help. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about what people think. And that's one thing that I have to just tell you right now. That, hey, where are your other kids? I only have 2 kids. The girl, she's in her room. The only time you will see her is, I think, like on Saturday, you saw how she was dancing on the kids show. She hardly comes down here. She will come when she's got when it's her turn to do things. That's just teenagers for you. Or sometimes she comes and she gets inside my blankets and says, I just miss you. And you find you've got company in your blankets and it's like, I don't really want anybody right now. I just want to be on my own. Yeah, you know those annoying kids. Do you guys get your kids? Do they jump into your beds in the morning? How annoying is that? Not alone, not alone. Okay, you are not alone. You're not alone. Amy. Musimega, that's what I'm trying to say. You are not alone. Laziti, where are you? You need to sing a song for single parents, Lazi. My buddy, come on. Somebody needs to sing a song for single parents. Like, is there any song for single parents out there? Like something to do with single parents. You know, people value us. Like people do think about us. They do realize what a good job we do. Like mom and dad in one. Can you tell me what that song is called? How old Denzel uri mukwasha. Yeah. All right. Now, vegetables. Hanzi na idi hanzi idya ma vegetable ne ma potato. So I'm gonna make vegetables and potatoes. Yeah. You know, you can actually, oh my goodness. What are you watching, Tanaka? Yeah, we are cooking dinner, guys. We are cooking dinner. What are you doing, single parents, this morning in your countries? So it's 7:28 in New Zealand. Late dinner, definitely. Yes, it's night time. I actually need to just make dinner, eat with the kids, and then we gotta be somewhere else. It's Monday night over here. Yes, it's Monday night over here. Our Monday was great, you know. That's why I try to tell people that, hey guys, you know what? It doesn't matter what day it is. Don't focus on Guti Nasi Monday, Nasi Tuesday. Just wake up being thankful that you are alive. You know, I just look at each day like it's the same. There's nothing like it's Sunday today, so I gotta make it holier than other days. No, every day is holy to me. Every day is like a blessing to me. Every day is like, yeah, I gotta go get this because it could be my last. You know, like everything, if everything that you do it like it's your last. And then here's how I live my life. Let me try to move this somewhere. It's clear. So, everything that I do, Tanaka, what's going on there? Use earphones, please. Everything that I do it like it's my last. So when I love like it's my last, right? That's why I just love on people, love on you guys, love on people. What's happening in this house? Oh, is there no salt in the house anymore? Oh, okay, you're gonna eat without salt. Okay, and when I get it and feel the salt shakers, and when I love like it's my last. When I work like it's my last. If you give me to say, Ketina, speak, I speak like it's my last message. Ketina, preach, I'll preach like it's my last sermon. But then the problem is when I hate something, oh my God, I charge like a 360 degrees 10 point. So that's why I would rather exhaust most of my energy in doing good things so that like I can at least use my energy on good stuff. So imagine just living each day like it's your last. That's what I do. And when I share something with people, I share like it's my last. If I dance like it's my last. If I run like it's my last run. When I talk like it's my last talk. Because those could be your last words. What were your last words? Not to say at times you're anxious about life, you're anxious about death or something. No. It's just people literally just thinking, I just want to give greatness. I just want to live my life in such a great way. So much that like everything that I do. That's why I would rather be single. Because you are the last. Ndosaka chiti kana takuzodona tinodona tochema kuti ungeta unge nyika yaguma. But anyway, I'm just joking. But everything that you do, give it 100%. Everything that you do, give it 100%. Vanhu vanogara pamafence vava, inini I don't have gray areas and I don't know if that's normal. I don't have any gray areas. I'm either black or white. I'm either in or I'm out. I'm either a yes or a no, right or wrong. Honestly, I don't have gray. There is no gray in my head. I don't see gray at all. It's black, white, right, wrong, yes, no. If I say maybe, just so you know, if you hear me saying maybe, it means no. Maybe it's a no. Because why am I saying maybe? It means maybe just to buy time. I don't want to offend you, but yeah. So just live your life like that, and you'll see everything. Enjoy music is one of the... Come home to do what? This is home. Which home are you talking about? Of course, Zimbabwe is my home, but not now. We're fixing the nation from here. You don't love us, you hate us, and you insult us on social media. Hey, Audrey, what's up? You guys, until Zimbabweans start respecting each other on social media and everywhere else, then we'll come home. I would love to come home, believe me, and I will be coming home. But first of all, let's love on one another. You know, that's the other thing I really want to talk about. We single parents, you know, we've got all the time on earth to actually come up with strategies and ways to hopefully kugadzirisa ourselves, preparing them for the future. I believe the single ones, tisu takabata future ye Zimbabwe papa imuchifunzira kuti vanabamfana vanabanhingi nana. You know what, the time you're always thinking about ndoda kutsvaga murume, ndoda kutsvaga mukadzi chichichi, they will come. Ngatidanane inini ndine pane group remabachelorettes, single parents. Now listen, you come and let's have fun. And handisi kuti endai munokwirana ikoko. It's just to have fun. If you know what I mean, it's all about that bachelorette group. I flirt with guys. I love it, man. It kind of like makes you feel like you're still part of the world. If I see that this one, oh my god, I really like that one, and I ask them out. That's what I do. Ask the guys in the group, they'll tell you. JC actually asks them out. Even if it lasts for one day, that's fine. I'm happy for that one day. But it's just a way of sort of like trying to make friendships with the opposite sex and getting used to knowing that you can be friends without being intimate with people. And I love the bachelorette groups that are formed on the Advocate page. We've got the WhatsApp group as well, which kind of like goes with that. With that. And what I love about that is, yeah, dinner is ready. Put the plates on the table, Tanaka. And what I love about that is you are a single parent, but that doesn't mean that, you know, you can't have male friends. I think I have more male friends than female friends, and I love it. There's something beautiful about that. And flirting doesn't mean you're gonna get married. Having a crush, that doesn't mean that the crush actually likes you too. That's my next topic, by the way. Crushing and flirting. We're gonna have a topic about that. I think I'm just sorting out the team to see who's gonna do that with me. You can crush on people, but it doesn't mean that that person is gonna feel the same way for you. When does a crush become toxic? So single parents, we've got so much to talk about, don't we? But hey, it's normal to crush on people. I crush on people, believe me. Mama's only crush on my Ben 10. My way, my wrong guy. It's like I need deliverance, Jesus. So yeah, let's have fun. Let's have fun. But point number one, just to recap, because I'm gonna sign out now. We actually need to look after ourselves. We need to look after ourselves. So look after you. Find out what's your thing. What's your thing? If you ask me, ndagarara, with my eyes closed out, everybody knows what Casey's thing is. Running. That's my thing. Running with Jesus. Running with Jesus. And as much as I don't become too religious like some people, I think if you've come to tune into the radio when I'm broadcasting, when I'm the DJ there, you realize that I always start by acknowledging my faith in Jesus, and I love Jesus with all my heart. Like, seriously, that's not negotiable. You know, people can take away anything from me, but never my faith, not Jesus. But I don't become religious. So that's tip number one, actually, guys. Listen, you gotta love Jesus. You gotta really, really, as a single parent, you know, you can be single, but you know what? Hansi, you are the mother to the motherless, a father to the fatherless, a husband to the widow. Yeah, there's a song that says that you are the mother, mighty man of God, mighty man of war, Lion of Judah. We bow down to worship you, Yahweh, Yahweh. Come and do what only you can do. He is the father to the fatherless. So these kids that don't have fathers, if you're a single mother, the kids need a dad. You know, nobody must pay them donors. You know, the ones that don't want to look after their kids. But you know what? God is amazing. I know it was unreadable. Okay, we'll discuss all those things. What do you do? The father doesn't want to be involved in the kids' lives. What do you do? I'm in that situation, or I am in that situation. What do you do? You know? So we're going to talk about all that stuff in the singles group. Okay. The father to the fatherless, the mother to the motherless. There are some single dads. Hey, Devin, where are you? Devonport, one of my entanglements right there. Come on, baby, where are you? He's a single father of 3. I just love that dude. You're gonna listen to his story. Devonport, I can't wait for you to share your story. Is it this week or next week that you're gonna be sharing with the singles? I just love my boys, man. I just love them. So he is gonna be sharing that story about like how he became a single dad of 3, and he's such an amazing father. Anyway, so, but he is also a husband to the widow. There's a joke that's being spread at the moment. I know each time I'm on radio, people kind of like joke about this. Kutanzi Casey, ukandiramba, ndinongoti wakafa. Now, I find this funny, but I actually find it really helpful when people ask me, Utanzi, baba vana vako vari kupindoti vakafa. It's just simple. At least it doesn't require too many explanations. I just hate explaining things. Ndakazorara naye, vandamitiswa, vaatanga kundidzipa, vandamsungisa. But aiwa, guys, come on. That's a long story. So, akafa. He died. That's it. And for some of us, when we try same plus territory, I would try my flavors akasiyana like me. You know, but try a Fanta, try a Coke. And then so the kids have got 2 different totems, 2 different dads and all that. You know what? As you know, so don't be ashamed of mentioning that my kids are from different mothers or they are from different fathers. It's okay. So what? Well, I tested 2 different flavors and there was a result, a good result. Look at my kids. My ovaries, the combination was amazing. So thank God for that. Thank God for some of those things. So thank you, Lord, for my ovaries. At least they were fertile. They're fertile. Thank you, Jesus. At least, you know, faces and they actually managed to produce beautiful babies. Jesus, you are amazing. Thank you, Lord. Las Vegas. So God actually knew when he allowed, he permitted that thing to happen with because this now Las Vegas and tamba pama tables because this so what we actually thought was tamba pama tables Las Vegas was gonna be like a real life show, life of pleasure. But nah. The first time I went to America, you know what? I actually went there to, it was to do with the gospel. Nothing else. They attached to the gospel. Gospel, that's their accent over there. You gotta preach the gospel, baby. Yeah. So, that's what they call it, Tanaka. Yeah. So, what I'm trying to say is you need to be rooted in Christ as a single parent. Let me just tell you, you can't do it. No papa no I can't. Just remove that T at the end and say I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's where my strength comes from. Because some of the things that I do, guys, you know what? is out there. Like right now, when I you know what, I'm actually meant to pick up somebody from the airport, and it's like, holy crap, how do you do that? Ndamukira makuseni because I had an audit nasi makuseni, ndapedza ndadzoka ndamboenda ndikakatherapy mbichana somewhere. Okay, ndapika mwana wechikoro. I went for my first run and I came back and I felt like, oh shit, I actually feel like I haven't ndaitaka 5Ks. I just feel like I need a little bit more. Like, quantity running is like a drug. And the boy said he wanted to clean after school. So I thought, oh, why not? Monday, namuna no clean up. Monday is a free day for everybody. Whoever wants to clean, no cleaner. That's the temor panap. Monday namun. So kanoda kuitora ngatori. Ndansinga de onas who clean. So he cleaned. So when I came back, I found him busy, and I was like, oh crap, I can actually sneak out and go for another one. So I went for another 10K, and I did a total of 15Ks. And believe me, it was during that run that I was reflecting. I was just thinking about the single parents, and I was like, I gotta do something. Yes, it is ready. I gotta do something, like with these single parents, you know. I need to do something. And if I would exhaust my efforts on the advocate page, I think I need to direct most of the efforts on the single parents. Tigadzirisa nyika. Isusu tisu isusu takabata nyika. We are the ones actually, I think, who can actually make a difference. We have more time to converse with God. Jisina ma disturbances. Jisina kunetsana nani, you know. So get another plate so that I can put the leftovers. So, no, it has to be a big one, Tanaka.
That's all I want. That's all.
Sadza. Oh, man. Yeah. So, I'm going to exhaust most of my efforts on that group. There was actually somebody who was running that group for me, but as you all can see, most of some of the faces that were on the front, yeah, I'll do that. Some of the faces that were on the front line on the advocate page, I can go disappear. I'm not going to disappear because the page ragaita minana. Something happened, and we had to reshuffle the team. So, having said that, single parents are my priority because I actually believe everything that we're going to do on the advocate page is going to be dependent on single parents, our kids. What did people call them? There was a name that was given to our kids. I don't like the term. So, and I would like to hear like stories like, just like Devin is gonna come and share his story about how he became a single dad and how he's coping. He's actually in South Africa. D, if you're here, just say hi, D, if you're here. But he's gonna come and share his story, and you are all gonna be inspired. He's already shared part of it, because Susuku, my advocates, we actually believe that as you speak, as you share your story, you heal with everybody. You inspire, but you're also healing with everybody. And that's how we roll. How you look at us, what you think about us, we just don't care. We've got that attitude where we kind of like, behind the scenes, we tell each other that don't worry about what anybody thinks anymore. We got each other. We got each other's back. So, never seen a tight team like this. And one thing that you guys will notice is that nearly all of us are running. Nearly everybody. If they are not running yet, they are walking. But every one of us, we actually have this competition behind the scenes, and most of us are posting it on our page now to say, what have you done today? And the reason we are doing that and sharing it with fellow Zimbabweans is to say, Isusu takabatana in love. We are tight like this in love. Who want to compete one by one, get out, Puma Satan. We have no time for that. And it's just like, wow. It's really amazing. I'm just gonna use this. It's really amazing So if you come in peace, if you come in love, you will manage to stay with us. But if you come with discord, conflict, strife, confusion, jealousy, it's not gonna work. We just love on each other in such a way that, like, when somebody does something, we celebrate each other, no matter how hard it is. You know what? You kind of like go like, oh my God, Casey, how do you do this? Roach, how do you do this? Spongile, how do you do this? Believe me, each one of us has got their own strength, and we know what the other person's strength is, you know. Welly, how do you do this? Tapua, how do you do this? And yes, all those names that I'm mentioning right there, those are the advocates. CJ, how do you do this? You know, and there's more people coming on Adi and all that. It's like, it's just really cool. And we are praying that, like, the other advocates vachiri silent vari kuma comment section, they will also kind of like join us, and hopefully tigadzirise nyika. That's how Zimbabwe will be influenced for a better tomorrow. The way things are at the moment on our social media systems, guys, platforms, I mean, we're not getting anywhere. We are not getting anywhere as a nation, believe me. It's like we haven't even started. So single parents, I've got a challenge for you all to say that don't ever say I can't. We've got the stick right now. We are the ones who can actually influence change, because our kids can only be influenced by one parent rather than just pane two parents vasiri kupindirana mumba. So we come up with some conflicting ideas, and all the kids are seeing is, you know, how I got affected by the violence that happened in our family when we're growing up. So for some kids, it's actually traumatic to be in relationships where in a family where mom and dad are living together but they are not in peace. So you will find that children that are being raised by a single mom, by a single dad, are probably in a much better position for us to actually give each other advice here and implement whatever the ideas that we have or we are sharing on our pages. That is, if they are good ideas. If they are bad ideas, unfortunately, too bad. And then there's also this thing where I'm saying to people, hey guys, I know that there's all these things like protecting our kids from like on social media and stuff, but if you can spend time on social media and all that, why are you guys not bringing your kids to come and chat with my kids on Facebook? Why are you not bringing your kids on Saturdays? Just, you can come. I know I've got a friend who is in one of our radio friends who is in South Africa. She comes and she sits with her baby whilst her baby is chatting to my babies, and that's really cool. And I think the other mother from America as well, what's her name? Yeah, something Hadebe. She comes as well. She does the same thing. She brings a baby, they chat and they talk. And the reason we're doing that is so that our kids can actually, Tanaka, you can take your salsa, and they actually come and start learning to have some social media manners, you know, like where you can actually think, realize kuti vana vedu vakakura vachiziva kuti social media is a good thing, but for them to know that it's a good thing, you have to show them what it's like to be good. But if all they hear is hey, wakazodai, and just people calling each other names and all the bad influences, then fine, keep them away from social media. But we are saying this page, we want to have time for the kids to actually come and just be on social media and grow up knowing that social media can be used for good. That's it. And I think we're doing a good job on that. And for me, it doesn't matter, even if it's just my kids alone. I don't care. I just don't care. You can be anxious about things. You know what? Behind the scenes, your kids, they know more than what you think. There's a lot of things that your kids do. Talk about those things. Talk about those things. And I don't know, there's different views on Butanzi. You need to be your children's best friend. You know, with my kids, they're my friends. My kids are my friends. Not in the lounge. You can't any. You can't eat in the lounge. No. At the table. Go and put all the plates over there and call Tatenda. I believe it's actually a good thing to be friends with your kids, because you can talk about anything. And I mean, that would be a topic for another day. So throw in some topics in here. And no, my kids, they come on my Facebook. Yes, Signor Mzungo, whatever your name is. Don't remember fake names, game. So my kids, they do have my daughter does have her own Facebook. Musatange kumustalker, please. My son comes under mine. Often the rotandizive rejojo siyo. And ndakuzva one zuro kainonzotanzi Facebook in my age restrictions. You can still have your kids on your own Facebook. You get it now? Yeah. Anzi, those kids are even more stable than those coming from homes full of conflicts. That's right. Inini, I was so destabilized by the situation. So, and then for like Anzi, yeah, I'm just looking after the kids on my own. I don't have shared custody. And I'm thankful for that. Do you know why? Because I often hear so many parents who shared custody. Can you call Tatenda, please?
Tinda, dinner's ready!
Varipama shared custody. Vanima shared. Oh, mwana azoenda kuna daddy vake akadzoka akundituka. Azoenda kuna daddy vake akadzoka akuti aiso akuita zvimwe zvinhu zvaanga asingaite. So sometimes if you're a solo parent and you don't have shared custody and you've got the kids 100% ngevana KC, be thankful, because what it means is whatever you teach the kids, that's all they are learning. So just try to make sure that you're teaching them. It will make them become better people. Yeah, the kids will play up, believe me. Kids will play up. And there's nothing wrong with kids playing up, but it's about how you manage that. And last year, my son will share his story sometime soon. He's really keen. I ended up sending one to Zimbabwe, one-way ticket. And, sometimes you have to make those hard calls as part of the discipline, but I'm not saying everyone needs to do that. So it's not easy, but it's doable. But most of all, pray with your kids. Remember this morning how I shared that live video about turn off that thing, Tanaka, and call Tatenda. About pray with your kids. Watch that one and you'll see there's some really great things that I shared about my kids this morning. And it will inspire you, hopefully. It was just a random video that I did without thinking. But so from now on, guys, this is just one random thing that I just decided to do. I thought about it whilst I was running, to say I really have been neglecting the single parents group. But from now on, we're going to do something and we're going to support one another. Even if it means us setting up something for our kids so that they can be stabilized somehow. We're going to talk about all our issues, guys, where we're going to talk about Tobasirana say as single parents, set up some ways to try and help each other through the advocate page. Come up with ideas and tell us. I'm telling you, most of the people that I do stuff with on the advocate page, I'll say actually 1, 2, 3. Yeah, most of us, we are actually in the diaspora. So we really want to hear, Kuti, what is it? What are the challenges that people are facing? What can we do? What projects can we come up with? What can we do? What can we do as single parents? And yeah, we want to hear all that kind of stuff. Because Nyika Yacho, this is our nation, you and me. Whatever ideas we come up with, That's Zimbabwe. But people think Zimbabwe is kicking out ED and getting so and so in. I don't go pinda, and the problem is gonna be still the same. So we're gonna teach each other the right politics. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we need to just continue talking, and this is a good start. I hope. I'll try to shoot another one. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Annie. I don't know. I think there's one on the table there. Which one? All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. That moment, you know, where I told you how you need to sit at the table with your kids. It was from sitting at the table, Nevana. That's how I found out that they were getting bullied kuchikoro. Because, you know, Makagarapa table, like now single parents do this. It's really cool. Like, always. Always,
Why do you always have to talk?
Yeah, can you close the windows, please, Tatina? So, always sit at the table with your kids. I will share this article that was shared in the New Zealand Herald about me and my kids. I think it was like 3 years ago. And they were doing some surveys about like, is it important to have dinner with your kids? And I actually got picked as the parent that actually ate dinner with their kids. And what came out of that is whenever we have dinner, I'm going to turn off the camera now. Whenever we have dinner, we talk about how was your day, and this one talks about their day, and this one talks about their day. And it is from that they pick up that mom is not okay, or I pick up that this one is not okay. So we use that time as our family time, and try and do that, guys. So single parents out there, not just single parents, anyone at all, it's really important, believe me, that dinner time, meal time, because dinner is that time I need to be somewhere, so and you know, you can just talk about anything and laugh about it. Tinokunyeya ifuti vanhu Facebook kana tichiita dhina nevana vangu pana ninguya wamone no ndiri kutamba. But yeah, it's just really cool. It kind of like brings the family together. If you remember, Kumu, when we're growing up, we used to have 2 plates of like one sadza, one of ndakakurira mufamily yaidaro. Like you have one big plate of sadza and one big plate of the veggies, and you kind of like dig in. That was really cool in the sense that it kind of like kept you together. Although competition, because some of us were too slow. That's why I'm so tiny, because everyone used to finish before me. But that was really good for kubatani zavan. We like, you know, you ended up knowing each other so well as siblings and everything. So that's why I would encourage you, single parents, sit down with your kids, get to know your kids. And then there's another tip I'm going to give to you. There are times where, as a family, and I'm going to be doing this and I'll be sharing it on the single parents, where we kind of like say, turn off all the devices in the house. We turn off the TVs, actually turn off the Wi-Fi, and put your phones away. Device free weekend, like 72 hours, and I'm telling you, it's a killer. You don't see us on social media, you don't see us on the phones, you can't contact us on WhatsApp. We turn off all our devices. We only keep one phone that will be on in case of emergencies, but in emergency phone era 111 shit. And it's the best time ever. I don't know, people who've been my friends for a long time, you've probably seen that over the years. I haven't done it for like a year now, but we used to do that with my kids. It's so cool. You get to understand, you get to know your kids. All you can do is talk to each other. Mukapinda mumota, no music. It's just you. Kana mda music, munoimba imimi, you sing the songs. And, you know, it's really cool. It's really cool. I might actually call out on that one of these days. Let's do 24 hours of no devices. It's so cool, guys. You won't see me on Facebook. You won't see me on WhatsApp. You won't see me anywhere. But what it does is it connects you with your children, it connects you with your husbands. It just makes you get to know each other away from, like technology, and get to know the real person, and you even get to know yourself as well. But that's the time when I got to know some things about my kids that I never thought were happening behind the scenes, and it was just really cool. So that's another tip right there for you single parents. Device off or device free. You can choose your own hours. You can start with 3 hours. In mind, 72 hours, baby. And it's like, but I love it. We've got beaches around here, so we go swimming, we go to the beach, we go somewhere else and just spend our time out there. Park, we go for runs, and just no devices. And it's a killer because we all need our devices, right? I hope that was helpful. But I'm just going to leave it here for now. Just remember, don't spoil your kids. Do all the housework with your kids, no matter how small they are, and thank them and celebrate them when they've done those little things they've done. And the reason for that is so that they can keep doing it. Now you see mine have grown up. I'm just going to sit down and eat with them. After eating, that's it. They know who's doing the dishes. And all I do is come and inspect before I sleep to make sure that everything is done properly. I just love it. So they become what you train them to become. And if I have to say it properly, I'll try to come up with some terms about that. Your children will become what you train them to become. Sometimes you think you're doing good for them by, let me do this for him, let me do this for her. You're spoiling your kids. Let them do it. Let them do it. No matter how hard it seems. Like my boy, I actually tell him, empty the groceries from the car, take the trash out. Like, oh mom, do it. Check the doors, check the windows. He's the one who checks. He's like, oh, but mom, you are the man of the house. Of course, he will check, and then most of the times, believe me, I come down and then I find that one is not closed, that one is not closed. I have to double check, but at least he's done it. Yeah. Anyway, God bless you guys, and thank you. Where's mine? You see? All right, guys. God bless you guys. We'll do a proper one for the single parents. Like, this was just a random one, but I hope it was helpful, whatever the few things that I've spoken about. I'm not on live stream. If I'm on stream, I can add people, but this is just directly on Facebook. So thank you so much for tuning. I love you so much, and goodbye.